Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Corey, and I am back with another Volume 5 RWBY reaction. This time it's to Chapter 3, Unforeseen Complications. And we know it's about Blake, because of the thumbnail. And I think the only person who these unforeseen complications are going to be unseen for are Blake. Because everybody knows Ilya was trying to tell her something. Everybody knows. But she won't listen, and now I'm scared, because who knows what's gonna happen. This is a shorter episode, but it's still 18 minutes, so, like, cha-ching. In regards to my Chapter 1 reaction, I had a lot of issues editing it, and, it had a weird issue where my webcam software that I was using to record kept freezing, so it would cause weird video audio distortions, and it took me like 4 days to fix, and then it was proceeded to be blocked for 2 more days. So my video's been out like 2 days at this point, and it has 2 views. So I don't know, if you haven't seen that, I'd really appreciate you going back and checking that one out. And by the time this is out, my Chapter 2 reaction will be out as well, so check them both out. And yeah, okay, let's get into this. I do really love that intro. Okay. Hi, Kali. Oh, there's people. There's gonna be a press conference on their front porch, is what it is. Because you can hear people outside. Glasses. Aww.
Are you ready?
Yes. It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't. I know they'll do the right thing.
Don't have that much trust in these people.
You got this.
Wow, that was really different sounding for Michael.
Coming to us live. And now, speaking to us.
Lots of press. Oh no. Also, why are all the press, like, or a lot of
Thank
press
you all
humans?
for assembling here. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island. I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth. No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy. A tragedy that will set both man and Faunus kind back. While the main aggressor is still unknown, we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside the White Fang, was partially responsible for these attacks. His actions not only tarnish the reputation of an organization originally created to bring peace and equality to all, but to our entire race. With each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us. Recently, a spy from this same splinter group set their sights on this very home. My own daughter, Blake, and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual. While they were unsuccessful after being physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant's scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself.
You didn't release this information fast enough, you idiot!
His
Oh
radical
no.
plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy and its attached CCT tower. Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester, roughly 2 months from today.
So it's summer right
I
now.
have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of Mistral, but I believe we have a greater responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been an interesting one. Years ago, I led the organization to help try and create a world where I, and every Faunus who wished, could walk alongside the human race.
I'm still so scared.
While I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone many of her methods. What I do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the Faunus and humans are, and should be, equal. Adam Taurus does not seem to have that goal in mind. What he has done benefits no one but himself. I think it's time that the Faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was.
Oh no.
To do this, I think the answer is clear. We must go to Haven and protect it at all costs. Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story. Not only as a former member of the White Fang, but also as a survivor of the fall of Beacon.
Oh no, oh no.
You can do this.
Traitors!
Ilya?
Ilya.
Cowards. After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put us through, you're asking us to help them?
I know we haven't been treated fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves? Where was their help when kingdoms hunted Faunus just for being who they are? Where was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Young lady, progress takes patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of Faunus. They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down. If you truly want to help your people, now is the time to support Adam, not the Belladonnas. He will bring about the future that you deserve. And if you are unwilling to fight, know that the White Fang will do it for you!
Shut up!
After her!
Blake, no, Blake, you need to share your experience from the fall of Beacon.
Isn't it weird?
What Adam did to Yang. Oh.
It is very weird, yes.
Okay. Let's all just take a second and remember that this is very overwhelming for everyone.
He has coffee, of course he does. Aww.
Thanks. Sorry. It's just, I've never really met huntsmen and huntresses before.
Well, we've never met a person with two souls, so first times all around.
I mean, you kind
break up
of
the
met
whole getting to
Cinder,
know
but that
you
was like
game,
a soul and a
We need
half.
to have a talk. Mind showing us your little parlor trick, kid?
Yeah, okay. Just so you know, I'll still be here. It is so very good to see you again, students. Wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
Professor Ozpin? Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's merely handed over the controls, so to speak. Just don't make us do anything embarrassing. I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really kind of hard to believe overall.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor. I know you've all been through tremendous hardship already.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
It's all my fault.
Yeah. It is his fault.
I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. And I wasn't exaggerating. I'm cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul. The Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form.
The King of Vale was the one before that.
It's an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved.
So what are you?
I am
The
the
wizard.
combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me. This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods, because I failed to stop Salem in the past. But we must stop her now.
And how do we do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the Relic of Knowledge.
Oh. I wasn't expecting to see... Wow. Oh, hi, gorgeous.
Well. Look who's awake.
What's going on? Where am I? You know, I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
Hi, Spring.
Vernal?
Vernal? Fernal. Oh, that was Royce's weapon she's holding. I thought it was like, she uses a dust rapier too.
What do you want?
Straight to the point. I like it. We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
You're going to ransom me back to my father. Is that it?
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
I would never sink to your level.
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion before you know it.
I don't want to be back in my mansion.
Don't make this complicated.
What's going to make this complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make it to Mistral. You know my sister, don't you? Winter Schnee, special operative of the Atlas military. She's in Mistral now, and when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you.
She's not afraid.
What's so funny?
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad, but you're clearly out of the loop. Your
Oh, no.
sister isn't in Mistral anymore. No Atlas personnel are in Mistral anymore. General Ironwood closed the borders and recalled all of his little troops in tin cans. No one is coming to rescue you.
Yang is, you son of a bitch.
This is perfect! We were stuck at a dead end, but now we can just take little cute boy Ozpin to Lionheart and have him succeeding straight.
Cute
Please
little
don't call me
Ozpin.
that.
Yeah, we're not sure that's the best idea.
But I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you.
That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation. But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo. He isn't just behaving irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him. Something's wrong. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't want to rule out any possibilities either. No one outside of this room knows that I have paired with Oscar, and I think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better hand.
Precisely. Now, we have 2 steps ahead of us. The first is enlisting the aid of more huntsmen.
But the Mistral Council
Doesn't own every huntsman in the kingdom. And I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
Yep. You go find the shady ones.
Trustworthy.
You can trust them to put up a good fight. I'll throw together a list tonight.
Good luck with that.
After that, we can move on to step 2.
What's step 2?
Getting you 4 into fighting shape.
But we already know how to fight.
You can only fight so long as you have Crescent Rose, but you're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Ark, I'm glad to hear you've improved, but sorry to say you've yet to unlock your semblance. All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait, what? He'll inherit my muscle memory in time, but practice will expedite the process.
But if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Well, I believe I was the headmaster of Beacon Academy. We have approximately 1 month before
Nora is so unimpressed.
If Salem were to plan an attack, it would make sense that it occur prior to students' return. It's not much time, but it's better than nothing. Just don't expect me to go easy on you. Huh? You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, this episode is going on so much longer than I'm expecting it to. It feels weird to say, but, like, can we go back to Blake, please? No, Weiss. Don't plan an escape. Oh, God. Once again, that episode didn't go at all how I was expecting. Ooh, wait. Okay, so Spring's name is Vernal and is voiced by Amber Lee Connors. That name sounds familiar. Billy B. Burson III, don't recognize that name. Anybody else new? Saber Rodentia. That must be the, like, guard dude. And that's William Ball. I don't recognize that name either. Okay, so a few new people. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Well, we didn't get to see the unforeseen circumstance. Well, I mean, we didn't get to see any of the aftermath of what happened with Blake. I still think that Blake needs to speak about the fall of Beacon and about the brave heroes, humans, and what Adam did to Yang for trying to defend her. And, like, I feel like that story right there will be the one that would sway a lot of people, because a human girl coming to the aid of a Faunus girl, and a Faunus I mean, the leader of the White Fang didn't kill her, almost killed her, cut off her arm. maimed her. And plus also just the fact that he dropped Grimm in the school, so more people died, and Gira released the information too late that Sienna Khan was gonna die. He needed to get that information out of there as fast as possible, like warn Sienna. I don't think Gira's plan's gonna work. Like, he wants these people to go and defend Haven, but like half these people I don't even think can fight. Like, they're just civilians. So like I don't know what he was thinking there, honestly. And then the whole Oscar Ozpin thing, that's freaky. But at least Ozpin can, like, get some control back. And it's weird, the guy who does Oscar's voice, whose name I can't remember for the life of me, he does a really good Ozpin impression. Because I thought at first it was Shannon McCormick actually speaking, but no, it's just his voice. Unless maybe they overlaid the two, but it still, as he talked more, it sounded more just like Oscar, but with, I don't know, a more regal voice, kind of. But yeah, so they're going to teach Ruby hand-to-hand, which I think is a mistake. Well, I mean, not a mistake, but I think they should be spending their time training her in her silver eyes. Ozpin. Jean gonna unlock his semblance. I really wonder, like, what are they going to teach Nora? Are they going to teach her patience? But she has quite a lot of patience. So I'm like, what is Nora gonna be working on? Because I'm like, Nora's pretty good. Like, or is it just gonna be general? Or for her and Ren, is it just gonna be general, like, strengthening up, kind of? Because, I mean, Jean and Ruby are the two who need the most help, because Ruby's got, like, 2 less years of combat experience than the others do. And Jean has even less than that, so I don't know. Oh, man. God, Ilya, why did you do that? I know why you did that, because Corsican Finnick made you. But why? The Belladonnas are the worst kinds of people. Man. I wanted to see more of Blake, and that seems like almost sacrilege to say after how much we saw her last season, where I was getting, like, really sick of her towards the end. But, like, I want to see more Blake. Like, what is happening there? It's interesting. I don't know. I think Gira went about it the wrong way. Trying to, like, he's basically trying to form his own splinter faction of the White Fang, and I don't know. He'll gain some support, but he won't gain nearly as much support as he needs or as he thinks he's gonna get. And Winter's not in Mistral anymore, which disappoints me because I was looking forward to seeing Winter, even if it was in some tiny capacity. But I guess all this means is that it kind of foreshadows back to the Weiss character short of, I'm not always going to be there to save you. And she's not there to save you, Weiss, so it's time to do it on your own. Even though maybe wait a minute, because Yang's on her way and Yang will help. But yeah. I know. Vernal. She's really interesting. And, I mean, we basically got confirmation she's Spring, I think. Although then again, they said they were laughing because Atlas personnel were, had been called back to Atlas. So, I don't know, I kind of, I'm still convinced she's Spring because like those guys when she showed up was like Vernal. But yeah. What else is there? What else was there? Yeah, not much. I don't think White should try and escape. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll stop talking about that now because we have a podcast to do. It's on Tuesday. So if you're watching this, we've already done the podcast for chapter 3, and I'll link to it in the card up there. I think is where it is. But yeah, you can go and check that out. We have 2 guests from the RWBY Abridged series. Stormy and Indy. I know Stormy. I think it was Stormy. Yeah, it was the like actual creator, and then I think Indy has come on as like co-writer, I think. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, we're gonna have them on. We're gonna discuss the episode. We live stream them. We live stream it at twitch.tv/shenoob087. So be sure to head over there and check out the schedule below the stream. It lists what time it will be in your time zone, which is, I think it's like, yeah, it's 5 to 7 Central Standard Time in the United States. But I mean, it lists it for you in your time zone if you go there, and we do it the Tuesday after the episode's released. So the day it goes, the day it's available for registered users, because we don't want to just have it be like a first member exclusive kind of thing. We want like to be able to incorporate other people as well. But yeah, we'll be doing that, and Archive will be on her YouTube channel. I also do, when we do the Boobcast, I do host it on my Twitch channel, so you technically could watch it there. But if you want to like participate in chat, it's better to just go over to Shenoob 087. But yeah. And yeah, I guess by the time you're seeing this, we'll be doing episode 4 will be coming up, and our guests for episode 4 are... I don't remember. I know 6 and I know 5, but who was 4? I don't know. They'll be there on the podcast. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now because I've been rambling so much. I just have so much to think about. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for Chapter 4 reaction. Bye.